How we do? Yeah, dude. Like you do the days back in like the days of the old.
Just shooting the
dragon.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Trying to think.
Dude, I was there on Monday. You don't go to the Dragon anymore, do you?
You know what's interesting? I actually I'm starting to go back.
Okay.
I starting to go back. I started. What I did actually this last couple weeks. Well, last week I didn't really. Last couple weeks has been interesting. Kind of like took a little time off.
Yeah.
But like this past week or last week a little bit, I've been going to finding like new open mics. Like
okay.
Like the
ones
mics
you like
that are runs. Yeah, the ones I like. I feel like I can get something out of it.
Yeah.
You know, good ones. And yeah. So
because not all mics are created equal, particularly around here. You know what I mean?
Boston, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's some I go to out of convenience, even though I know I'm not going to get nearly as much out of it. You know what I mean? But it's still fun to like, see some of your friends and stuff like that, have a beer.
Yeah.
But
the hang is always like, awesome. I like going, like I always go to mics and sometimes I won't go up, which probably I definitely should.
Yeah, you should be doing
that.
But
like a lot of times, like I'll chill, hang out with you guys and shit, talk.
I think the most important time to go up is when you don't want to go up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like if you let yourself like not go up with that feeling, you'll just start. It's like kind of working out, although I mean I obviously don't fucking work out anymore. That's because I stopped working out when I didn't want to work out, and all of a sudden I just kept on breaching a little farther and farther and farther, and now I'm fat.
You said it the way you said you stopped working out, like instantly I was like, when did you begin? Like when did you
dude, I was a fucking college athlete. Yeah, I was the captain of my swim team in college. It's fucking set records, dude. You can look them up. Yeah, it's rough. That's one of the reasons why I stopped working out was because once my senior year season ended, and then we were partying, I was like, I'm never gonna work out again. Yeah. And I wish I'd been like maybe like 15 minutes a day. It might have been nice, right? But like,
yeah,
because now fucking 10 years later,
yeah.
I'm almost 260 pounds. And I was like 185 when I graduated college.
I take pride in my my swimming.
Yeah,
I can swim really good.
Yeah,
yeah. Do you believe that?
No, not even a little bit.
May I ask you why? Don't you? Know
why?
that?
Well, because like it's not because you're black. If that's where you're trying to get me to, but
I wasn't trying to.
It seems like you were going that direction. No. Here,
little bit.
Yeah. Obviously, come on, man. No. It's because it's like swimming is one of those things that like I've been doing that since I was 6. So like my good at swimming is different than other people's good at swimming.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're a decent swimmer, but like good is like it's like another level.
Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Are you don't you do?
What am I doing?
Okay, because.
I mean,
we'll dude. I swear, don't. I will go on the Charles River right now.
Oh, this is a great start. All right, have we started? Are we recording? All right.
Oh yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Who doesn't want to talk about the finer points of swimming technique?
Do you?
I'm sure you're a good swimmer, man. What's your stroke?
Depends on what night it is.
Pause.
Depends on what night it is.
Hey,
no. I like
podcast.
It's crazy because I remember my first day like of swimming classes.
Yeah.
And it was at the Salem YMCA.
Right.
And it was when I was a kid, like during the summertime.
Yeah.
For like you could go for camp during the day.
Right.
And the thing is, I hated like actually because they would make us swim like first thing in the morning. It would be like 7:30, 8 in the morning. I'm like,
cold as fuck.
It's cold as hell.
Yeah.
And I was so mad.
Yeah.
But I was like pretty good, man. I was like because they put you in like groups. It was like minnow. Like back in the days, they I don't know, for some reason they like
minnow, like
shark.
we had like stingray, shark, fish. Yeah. It was.
What were you?
I was always the shark. Yeah, I was just a good swimmer. Yeah, it's in my grandfather was in the Olympics for it. Like we've been a swimming family.
Your grandfather was in the Olympics?
Yeah, he was in the Helsinki Olympics in the 50s. Yeah.
Where's Helsinki?
He got a gold medal too.
Where's Helsinki?
So. It's in Finland. Yeah.
He won the gold?
So he got a gold for a relay. He was in a relay. The thing was, like, back then...
So he's like 1/4.
Yeah, right, yeah. Don't worry. I made sure to remind him that every time he'd get drunk at Thanksgiving. He's like, I'm a gold medalist. I'm like, you're 1/4 of a gold medalist, Grandpa. He also used to say shit like, because he swam until literally his body wouldn't let him anymore. So he was competing when he was like 85, and he'd be like, "I'm still in the top 10 of my division." I'm like, "Grandpa, there's only 10 in your division, dude. Like, you're 85."
Right, yeah.
And like at that point, like they wouldn't even let the guys dive into the water anymore because their knees wouldn't work. So they're just like slowly and then they gently push off, and then you just watch a bunch of old people. Like there's one dude who had his fucking walker by the pool, so that when he got out, he could start using his walker again.
Yeah. Listen, if you're like, I don't know. I remember like. I don't know. Now you got me thinking because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out what was the best. Like,
did you compete?
Breaststroke? We were in breaststroke.
Yeah. No, I was. By the end of it, I was a long distance freestyler, so I'd race the mile, which is like 66 laps.
So you must have been like really lean.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One time, there was a time when I was lean. Had the six pack. It was nice, and now I don't really regret getting fat. Like. There's pros and cons to both, right? Like when you're working out that much, you're just always tired. You're always tired and you're always fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And also with swimming, like you're doing 2-a-days, you smell like chlorine wherever you go.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah, they did put a lot of chlorine in our pools back in the days, right?
Well, you gotta.
Well, back in the days, it was one of those things like they didn't really care about chlorine, right, Nick? Like it was like you just like chlorine was like.
I think they put too much chlorine. Back in the day, it was like.
Oh, yeah.
Kill them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they back in the day, they were like, yeah, this kills the germs. It's not going to kill the people.
Yeah.
What skin and germs are different, dude. I don't know what we're talking about.
Do you think I think swimmers are like runners, just the same mentality of like, they'll die moving, doing the thing that they.
Yeah. Well, so that's like when you get swimmers and they graduate, like they stop competing, right? Like they leave whatever competitive level they do. They take two routes, right? They either become like triathletes or they join like a rock climbing gym. Like they keep that up, or they become me, right? There's no like there is no
hard
middle
either
ground
way.
here. Yeah, you either keep up that level of intensity and exercise, or you become a fat piece of shit. There is no like. And I was like, and the thing is, like, all the best swim coaches are fat pieces of shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because they're all the guys who came me. Yeah, like I've had 3 significant swim coaches in my life, 4, and they've all been overweight.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the best coaches,
and they all have like the fucking broad shoulders. Yeah. Like they still I still have a bit of that in me. Like there's still like a hidden muscle around here. Like, you can find it if you look hard enough, right? All swim coaches are the same way.
That is true. I feel like or like overweight coaches are like generally the best ones.
Dude, yeah.
I don't trust the skinny coach.
No,
because they think that they can still play.
Yeah.
So they take that aggression out on you.
Right.
Yeah, like Andy Reid from Kansas City Chiefs, like
great coach.
Great coach. He knows where like he lies.
Yeah.
He knows his like where his position is.
Right.
He's not.
Well, you don't want a coach who's like telling you, and then you think like, what, you think you could do better, and then he's like, if he's fat enough, it's like, no, but like I'm still telling you what you got to do.
I think the best like NFL overweight coach was probably either Bill Parcells or Rex Ryan.
Is Bill Belichick overweight?
No, not Bill Belichick. I apologize. Bill Parcells.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's he's a
because if so, he's up there. He's the ultimate.
I mean,
no, he's not overweight.
He's big hoodie overweight. You know what I mean? Like he hides in the hoodie. I don't know what's under
I wouldn't
there.
call him fat.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Although
say he's fat.
I'd say he's definitely rich skinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was fat. And then, just like everybody who gets like super rich and famous, all of a sudden they have a whole team dedicated to getting them skinny.
Yep.
And then they like the most extreme case is Jonah Hill, right? Like Jonah Hill, you'll see a photo of him and you're like, Jesus, dude, you look sick.
Yeah.
Like, you don't look good,
You know what though?
Yeah.
I want my owner to be like a Mark Cuban, like laser-eyed psycho. Coach fat, owner, laser-eyed psycho.
Yeah, you want that guy who's like listening to all the podcasts about like I sleep 3 hours a night.
He's dressed in a game jersey on the Stairmaster before every game.
Oh yeah,
sweating it out.
The only drugs I snort are success. Like those fucking assholes.
Mark Cuban's like the only owner that's like part of the team in a way where he's ready to sub in if you ask him.
Yeah.
Like
he's like, dude, I'd kill to be out there with you guys.
Yeah. Like if the head coach asked him to go in, like he's that crazy, he'd like go in. I think he'd go in the game.
And you know, I'm sure like the dude's got enough intensity that like I think he was killing it for like 5 seconds until he gets an elbow to the face and he's just
until you
down.
step on the court.
Yeah. That's the
It's
thing with
so
like a lot of those
noticeably different.
Well, and it's back to those podcast dudes who are like always talking about how intense their lives are. Like there's this one dude, his one of his clips went viral where he was.
You're on the podcast, you know that. I'm
Yeah.
no, talking about me.
No. No, I'm shitting on like you know what I'm talking about. Like there's this new brand of like guys who are getting on like podcasts and shit where they're just talking about. All they're talking about is how to be as successful as possible, right? And it's all about intensity, right? There's like no fucking breaks, whatever. Like it started with guys like David Goggins, who are like badasses, but it's gone down to like there's this one dude. His clip went viral where he's like, you know, if you don't have a 6-pack, you can't work at my company.
I fucking
You've
love
seen
that
this
guy.
Yeah,
he's a psycho. How you doing, Craig? Craig Johnson, best day of your life.
Yeah, right. And that guy is insane.
I'd press
looked him up.
charges.
That dude sells cars.
I was just about to say.
He goes when the Volvos.
I would sue that man if he tried to sell me anything.
It's like, dude, you can have a gut and sell a Toyota.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all right.
I know the guy you're talking about, and I can't stop like watching him,
dude. I'm fascinated by this.
All of his
What's
clothes
his name?
are
Like
skin
Elliot
tight.
Something or Ethan or whatever.
Yeah, I'll look him up right now.
Yeah, if you can, Nick. Yeah, look up.
Yeah, every pant he wears has a dick print. Like every single one. It's just like a subtle.
Well,
and he doesn't wear socks. He's got that like the pants stop right there. Yeah,
like he's got that kind of like the little Miami type of like vibe.
And he's got no hair on his body anywhere.
Yeah. Also, he's a Nair guy for sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Intense dude. But that's what I'm saying. Is like you don't need to be that intense, dude. You're selling cars, you know.
Well, you know, listen, you know, I just remember there was one like clip where he went up to a guy at like this like sales expo or some shit.
Andy Elliott.
That's him, Andy Elliott.
Andy Elliott, yeah. He goes up to the guy.
I'm sure if I call him, like, dude, even I'm sure he'll find and just be like, I'm gonna kill this guy, right? Like that's the type of. And I'm like, oh fuck you, just kill me. You're a loser. Well, you're a fucking dork.
I remember him going up to on this clip. He like went up to this guy, was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" I guess the guy just gave him like a lukewarm type of like handshake. It was like he just as soon as he goes, "Hey man, nice to meet you," and the guy just gives him like a whatever.
Like the dead fish.
He
kind
just
of thing,
stops. He's like, "Nah, you're not ready for this handshake." Walked away.
Right. And
nope.
Like,
he's like, "You gotta get better energy."
Fucking relax. Yeah, that's the dude.
He's like, "You don't." He's like, "You gotta change your energy, man."
Like, yeah, you're not ready to buy a car today, all right?
It's like, wait, what? Like,
oh, just fuck. Yeah, no, it's like it's those guys who walk up to you and they do the iron grip handshake, like "nice to meet you." It's like, dude, we're not. Yeah, we're the only ones who know about that handshake. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you're squeezing, you're not impressing anybody.
Yeah, that's like
you shouldn't be intimidating people in sales.
Yeah,
you should be like over complimentary of people.
And to be honest, it's not that intimidating. You know, like that vibe. Maybe it's just me, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking bullshit. Like, is that how you are? Like when no one else is watching. You know, when you're brushing your teeth, you're like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he is.
Like when you have diarrhea, are you like, oh, you know? or are you like the rest of us?
Trick
like,
question.
I shouldn't have eaten that.
Trick question. I mean? Closers don't get diarrhea.
Yeah, I bet you that guy's never had diarrhea in his life.
No.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
No.
Yeah, I'm imprinting some of my own life onto that guy. I have diarrhea very regularly.
His I feel like his bowel movement is pretty regular.
It's probably if you asked him, he'd be like, it's the most solid of shits.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely like the sponsor for like Metamucil.
Yeah.
Like he's got like.
I was saying to my buddy, I was like, what if your sales tactic was just tell, like you worked at Ford and you would just tell dudes when they came in, like, this is the truck for you, for guys with big dicks. Right. You just keep hammering it home. It's like a guy with his family and he's like, no, man, I just want to get in a minivan. Yeah, no, man, what you need is this F-250 with that big old hog you got.
It's like, no, man, I'm good. Like, just
tell me about
to
it.
fit the family in, you know.
So you're not into the old like the
it's just
what I was trying to say. You're not into like the overly
it
like
just
aggressive.
It just feels forced. You know what I mean? It just feels kind of fake.
Yeah,
and it sounds like it's just there's no way that's how you are all the time. And if it is, you're annoying to be around. You know.
When was the last time someone sold you anything? Either of you. Like a human being sold you something.
You on this.
Yeah. When Chase was convincing me to come do this podcast.
Fucking you.
I don't know. You know, that's a good question. I've had people try to sell me shit recently, but like someone who landed me, I don't know, like a computer, I guess. But that's the thing is I knew everything about the computer, so it was pretty fucking easy.
I feel like no one sells anything anymore. You just buy it online.
Yeah, like the pitch, the sales pitch now is the research you do, right? It's like what are the reviews? You know, like what are blogs talking about it?
Right. Did you? And I feel like I've known you for like a while now, like
6 years now.
6 years,
like
maybe,
maybe even longer.
Maybe even longer. And then it's weird because it's like I don't. Where like are you from Boston?
No, I'm.
I don't think I've ever asked you that.
I'm one of those weird kids who's like from all over. You know, like moved around like a lot.
Military family?
No. It was my dad worked for like a big company, and he was kind of like their fixer or whatever. So they'd send him to different places.
Like a fixer?
Yeah.
Like Scandal?
Yeah, he'd kill people. No. So like my dad, like
Consultant.
The first big so. They moved, like the company was headquartered in Virginia, right? So he started working there. They had my brother, and then they sent him up to Boston when I was born to work on a factory there. He set up the power plant, right? Because he worked in electricity. So he set up the power plant there, and then they sent him over to China to set up shit in China. And then we came back, and then we were in Florida for a bit because he was doing all South America. And then fucking Enron, I think it was, something happened where just like everything, the energy sector collapsed. And so we went back to Virginia for a bit and then back up here.
I like how Jack just said, like, for some weird reason, the energy thing like collapsed as if like.
Like, no, it did. I don't remember the details. I was young and I haven't like. Yeah.
Oh, it was pretty simple. It was a bunch of like. I
think it was the Enron guys, right?
It was a bunch of rich guys up top wanted like money. Yeah. And they stole it.
Yeah, and they were being fucking shitty. Yeah. And we all,
That's how it works.
And made a lot of money off that deal.
We lost our house with a pool. It was hard. You know?
That's one. That's one thing I always wanted.
What?
That's the worst.
Yeah.
It was in a house with a pool.
What, a house with a pool?
Yeah.
It was a tiny pool, but we still had a pool.
One.
It was sick.
Was it in ground or above ground?
It was in ground. In ground pool.
I feel like people with in ground people
gunite or a liner.
I don't know what that means.
Was the bottom like lined with plastic?
No, it wasn't a line.
Oh, it was a gunite pool. Yeah,
gunite. Right. It was pretty, dude. It was
good money.
Dude, when we were living in Miami, we were doing pretty well, and then the fucking Enron guys happened, and then we weren't doing so well. But
I feel like people with like in-ground pools, right? Like that's a little, that's very.
It's money, dude.
Money.
I'm throwing my dad's money around right now. He worked so hard so I could sit here and talk about shit with you.
Well,
so dope.
Yeah, right.
I don't think like I came here as a kid, so it's like
I
never. Hey, people are like, oh, you like to swim, bro? It's like, yeah, I love.
Love swimming.
I love. I'm on a beach guy. I'm more of a pool guy.
No, I don't like the beach. I fucking hate sand.
Me too.
Yeah,
dude.
It gets everywhere.
It gets in your toes.
And here's the thing: is like you never get enough of it off. So then it gets in your fucking car, and then you have sand in your car and in your clothes.
Yeah, Nick probably has like a portable like water thing to rinse off in his trunk. So like he's very prepared. I feel like he's
Bit of
you
a
wouldn't
Boy
allow
Scout.
you can't allow Nick. You cannot have sand in his. If he has a car, you can't have sand in it. He's gonna have a portable water.
I think you could tell right off the bat. Yeah, when you had to remove your shoes before entering the domicile, I think Jack found out all he needed to know about me.
Yeah. No, I respect it, man.
I'm the same way though. I like a pool on a beach. It's kind of overlooking the beach. You get the beach vibe, but you're in the pool.
I like that move. Like some hotels in like beachy areas have that move where it's like, here's the pool, but then you get the beach view. That I like that.
You a big vacation guy?
No, not really. My wife, my dad, he'll take my wife and I and the rest of our family to the Cayman Islands every now and then, and that's like the only vacation I do, which is also the sickest vacation.
So cool.
Yeah, he always goes like, "Hey, do you want to come this year?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm every year. Every year you're willing to take me." I'm gonna like, "Do you think I can fucking afford this?" Like,
You know what's the best thing?
you're paying for. Yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking go. And then I get to go to my wife and be like, "Hey, pretty sweet, huh?"
Look at this great vacation I've taken you on.
I love when people with like money have have the ability to take you on trips.
Yeah.
But they ask you in a way where it's like it probably could be an inconvenience to you.
Yeah.
Which
Because they assume you're successful, like you're doing something productive.
Now, my dad does not assume I'm successful. He knows pretty clearly where I'm at in life.
It's like, hey, I don't want to interrupt your
your comedy,
your gig at the Chuckle Factory.
Your super successful comedy career, but would you like to spend a couple days in the Cayman Islands?
Yeah. I don't know.
And by the way, that beach, that experience, that's the only way I like the beach, because we get this place where they have the good beach chairs, right?
Oh yeah.
And you walk down and they got a guy. This guy's only job is to lay out cushions on the beach chair and then bring you towels and then bring you drinks.
Yeah.
So then you barely touch the sand. It's the best part. Yeah.
I had that experience not too long ago. I was in Miami Beach a couple months ago. I was staying at a really nice hotel, and that was the vibe.
Dude, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I travel now. Like if I travel now, which sometimes I get to travel here and there. Yeah, it's about like. Yeah, there's an elevated experience that I'm invested in now.
Oh, it's amazing.
Like, Nick's a big he's into that too.
Because the way I do the beach, like the way my wife, because I hate the beach, but my wife loves it, so we go to the beach all the time. And the way we do it is like we're bringing, we've got the big beach bag where we got the towels and it's not a fun experience.
It's a lot.
No,
we haven't yet graduated to the wagon with the chairs,
the red
and the
flyer.
umbrella. Yeah,
I did that growing up.
But I see families doing that, and I'm like, it does make a lot of sense because you're just way more comfortable. You're out of the sun. But we haven't gotten there yet.
The thing is, I was afraid, the reason why I don't like the beach too. Part of the reason why I don't like going to the beach because I would have bad experience as a kid going to the beach.
No,
because my parents, right? This is the thing, bro. Africans going to a beach is different from Americans going to a beach, dude.
In what way?
In what way?
Louder music or
no? Just we're bringing I'm
sorry.
Our percussions are a little.
Is it the drum set that you're bringing, or what's it?
Yeah, we major in percussion.
That's my bad. I am actually curious to see how it's different.
Well, different in a way. It's like we're making our own food.
Yeah.
On the sand, we bring our home experience.
But what do you
mean?
So you're not bringing sandwiches? You're
no, dude.
Yeah. Are you grilling? Are you grilling on the beach? Because a lot of people do that. But
my parents was making African food at Salem fucking Commons, bro. I'm like, what do you white people looking at us what do we? You're making it's what are we doing here?
Wait, is it the type of food too where it's you have to you're eating it entirely with your hands and you have to grab a starch thing first and then it binds to the other food?
My mom,
you know what I'm talking about?
I do, dog. No, I'm gonna tell you exactly.
That shit's delicious too.
Let me paint the picture for you.
Yeah.
Right? My mom brings us to the beach. She brings all the supplies as if she's making our homemade food as if she was back home. Yeah. Right? So then she lays out fake grass on the sand. Because that's what we do when
So she brought grass mats? Or is it individual blade?
Individual leaves, individual kind of leaves.
So instead of a blade, that's kind of dope.
Yeah, and then she lays it down because in my culture, right? When we have when we have a group of people and then they sit down, we put this it's called a jebena, which is a ceramic pot. They bring it, they sit on it, and let it heat. She's fucking basically doing a traditional African culture, right. On the 4th of July with everyone that's just from Salem, Mass. I'm just
it's a bunch of Irish Catholic
don't look
people.
like hot dogs to me. What are you guys doing over there?
We have lamb and goat, fucking.
I was just about to say, you're ethnic if you bring in lamb to a Massachusetts beach. Uncooked.
Just a leg, just shaving off.
And you don't own a truck or a stand.
No, but the meats weren't they were cutting it. They do the whole process on the beach.
It's the preparation that's kind of throws you.
Right.
I'm just and then it's we're 3 hours. They're cooking it. We're on the beach. People are what's going on? I'm just like, can we just get like be the like these other people that just bring the dogs,
right?
Like
The hot dogs or the ham sandwiches. You
like
know?
I don't need like fufu.
Bag of chips.
I don't need fufu at the beach, dude. Like you know what I mean? I don't need fufu at the beach. Like I'll go home to get fufu. You know what I mean? I don't need to go to like
when you're saying I don't want fufu at the beach, it kind of sounds dirty. As someone who's never heard the word fufu before, I'm just like, fufu? Yeah. I'm picking up from context clues that's food. But
depends on who you ask.
The two of us were like, yeah, fufu.
Yeah, fufu. Totally. Yeah, man, I hate that at the
shit.
beach too. Sand gets everywhere.
Well, I did it like, I just maybe, yeah.
Ruins the experience a little bit, you know?
Oh, yeah. We would eat injera. It was like our food's called injera.
Word.
You know, and then all of us would eat with like it was just a little different. People were a little, but it was a process.
Were people giving you the stink eye the entire time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I grew up in a I mean,
it's fucking,
back in those days,
yeah. How long ago was this? Like at least like 20 years ago, 30 years ago?
This was like probably like 3.5 weeks ago.
No. So if it was 3.5 weeks ago, people were giving you the stink eye, and then they were just like, "That's fine. I have no problem with that."
Oh yeah, now it's better.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can I try some?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. What is this cultural? Like,
I brought a tandoori. Can you cook on it?
This is the thing. Like,
a couple decades ago, they're like, "Fucking, you're pushing it." You know?
Oh, you were pushing. Like, they were pushing. We definitely we were called a few things.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Well, no wonder you don't like the beach. You know? It's like, hey. I'm good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Beaches are cool. What have you been doing these days, dude? Like, you've been. I saw you like kill like a few weeks back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to crank out. I'm trying to hit. Just trying to hit like really try and get more towards a headliner status as much as I can, and I'm trying to end the year by writing like 15 to 20 minutes of new material. Just because, I've got some jokes that I've been using since I started that I know are funny. Like, they're my warm-up jokes, but I'm like, every time I tell them, I'm just getting sick of them.
Your warm-up jokes? What's that?
Well, it's like, it's an opener joke, right? Okay. It's like, it's something that's quick. It hits in like 30 seconds or less, gets the whole crowd on your side, and then you can go into new material because you've already gotten the first laugh. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
doing it wrong.
I hate to have to explain comedy to you.
I'm doing it wrong, I guess. I never...
You're talking into the microphone, right?
Yeah, I assumed you'd know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm like, I don't even think I'm doing it right.
No, you don't have like a quick opener. Maybe I'm too crazy about.
You do. You actually don't. You just don't organize it that way.
I don't organize it.
Like you have them loaded.
Yeah.
I know what they are.
I'm incredibly anal about it. I was like, all right, here are my jokes. Like I've got like two solid openers that like I'm not in love with, but they hit fast.
They do the job.
Then
okay.
And so I'm trying to I'm working on like a third, what I would call like an opener.
Yeah.
And just trying to get that refined. And then besides that, just getting fat, teaching myself how to cook.
You purposely can't just,
dude. It's fucking.
You get like a good you have a good shape.
Yeah. I got broad shoulders and a very big belly. That's. I'm happy where I'm at in life.
You're a beer guy too, Doug.
Yeah.
You like beer.
Well, I'm a booze guy, but like, whatever you got, I will drink it.
You're the kind of guy that if I'm at a bar, I'm like, I could definitely outrun this guy, but if he gets his hands on me, he might give me some trouble.
No. I mean, I could probably outdrink you. That's pretty much where I'm at now.
I've seen Jack. Jack's one of those guys where it's like he's cool as fuck, and you chill, but. There is like a moment where there's some moments where it's like, okay, don't like. I've seen you kind of like get a little angry.
Get a little angry. Yeah.
Well, I would say a little like, don't poke the bear too much.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I can get into a mood where like I'm way less patient with bullshit, and then like my good friend, you know Brianna Woodward, right?
I know of her.
She's a good friend of mine. She calls me out on it all the time. She's like, you just sometimes drop your filter and, you start saying whatever the fuck you're feeling. And she goes, and that hurts people's feelings sometimes. So I'm like, I'm working on it. I'm trying to be a nicer person. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is like, I come from a ball busting... Like I'm a ball buster, right? Like you're a ball. Like that's how we got. There are some people.
So what's the problem?
What's crazy right now is like there are some people in comedy like who like have a negative reaction to ball busting. You know, they're like, "Oh, what do you mean by that?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "What the fuck did you mean?"
Yeah, they're not comics.
But some of them are funny. Actually, it's kind of nice. Like we are expanding a little bit in that capacity, but it's like, hey
It's
man,
like some of the alt people too will get
yeah,
that
like
way.
hey, if I'm making fun of you, it means I like you.
Yeah.
You know, no,
Yeah,
It's a Northeast thing.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah. Hey, fuck face.
right,
And it's like,
go fuck
what?
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, what? How could you?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely, because you were asking earlier where I'm from, I definitely pick up most of my shit from from around here,
From the East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've lived here long enough that I could reasonably say I'm at least from New England. But
Me too. By
Yeah.
way of Africa. By way of sponsorship.
what do you mean?
I was sponsored to come here.
Where yeah,
Yeah, by two
they're,
people.
they're like that one, and then
Pretty much.
wait,
That's how it
so
usually is.
yeah, so I'm good. Are your parents?
time to take a break
are
for our
your
sponsor,
parents-
Fiji Water.
Yeah, wait. So are you?
Also sponsoring Chase Abel and his citizenship in this country.
Which I recently got, by the way.
Wait, so are your parents African as well, or are they white? Because I mean, if you're adopted,
I get exactly what you're saying, but the way that you
That
said it
is-
was so good.
You know what? That is a great. That's so funny because like I wanted like I should say like my parents that like
Yeah.
but
Your adopted parent,
but they didn't really like they
Right, yeah.
didn't do anything like the white people were actually like did
Yeah,
something
I mean,
to bring
okay.
us over. But
and they were the ones who were bringing the whole accoutrement to the beach.
It wasn't the Johnsons.
It was your white adoptive parents who were bringing this shit to the beach.
no. So basically,
Okay.
when I mean sponsored, it's like that's funny. That's funny.
Okay. Wait. So you
When
were
I say
making a joke when you said sponsored. I thought you were making a
No,
joke.
that's a real thing.
Okay.
So
all
maybe
right.
I explained it right.
Excuse me for my ignorance.
Yeah.
And if I come across
And you-
as
you
racist,
know what, dude?
it's
And
probably
you-
because I'm a little racist.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
working on it.
No,
I'm
no,
working
you
on
are,
it.
which I
Yeah,
love.
No.
Which I love. You got a little bit of
But
that.
it just comes out every now and then. It's not hatred, it's ignorance. You know what I mean? And I'm doing my best. And if that's not good enough, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. We're trying. All right, so what's sponsored?
Sponsored. What I mean by sponsored is like they were like part of like a church group here, and
Okay.
they were like kind of like missionaries and were part of
Right.
the church, and they had the ability to like kind of like bring families over from like
I see.
countries. So
Okay.
yeah, so that sponsors like they vouched for like people.
I got you.
Yeah.
So they brought you and your
My
parents.
mom- yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
my mom, my dad, my brother. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not actually adopted.
I actually am.
Okay.
Yeah. So well, that's the other thing.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. Yeah.
So you were adopted in Africa.
yes, but not like an American adoption way.
Okay.
Like there's no paperwork.
Like they just grabbed one and they're like, all right, we're going to America. Fuck off. Like,
It's basically what happened.
all right.
There's no. I don't know. I don't have a
Well,
birth
all right,
certificate,
look,
bro.
hold on. What country in Africa? I know it's a large place.
Okay, at the time
Yeah.
it wasn't recognized. So
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, so yeah, there's definitely no paperwork. Yeah. Just imagine your mom just grabbing a baby from this woman on the street and just like fucking mine now and running away.
you did. Yeah, I mean
That was pretty much
that's
it?
pretty
Yeah.
much like how
Yeah.
it goes. It's like I can't raise this. Take it. It's like
Gotcha.
okay.
All right.
There's-
Well, you made it
there's no-
sadder.
yeah, there's no like.
You made that a little real, and now I look like an asshole.
Now I feel
but
bad.
It's all right.
Yeah, I didn't have
Probably
an
the
in-ground
worst.
pool, bro.
It's probably the worst
I had to
day
go
of your
to white
biological
people's
mother's
houses and
life.
in-ground pools.
It's like we're
This
just
fucked up moment is brought to you by Fiji
We're laughing
Water.
at your biological mom's day where her baby was ripped from her arms. That's kind of fucked up.
No, actually, no. It was actually voluntary. She chose to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's funnier. We're back and funny.
We're back in it, baby. We're back in it.
All right, right on. Yeah.
We reel it right back.
You know, I will have a water now.
That's it. It's good water. It's good water.
I do. Yeah, I'm glad you guys sprung for the Fiji. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, we do.
I'm a tap water guy at home, and
Yeah,
even though I know it's better, like the bottled water, but I don't know.
Yeah. You don't really like give me the vibe like if I could. I knew that.
Yeah,
Like you were tap water.
I give tap water vibes.
You give it like a quick tap.
Yeah,
water.
that's what mildly racist people do. They just drink tap water, and they're just like, "Are you adopted? What's the deal?" You know, like
It's so funny. Yeah, the adoption process. I was just talking about
Yeah.
that is like so weird because like back there and now it's not like here, you know.
Yeah.
You got to go like you know what's interesting to even actually adopt a kid in America. It's actually a lot harder, way more harder than you just actually having the kid.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
a complicated process.
It's a really, from what I heard, it's a lot of like.
Actually, you know, I was reading a funny story on Reddit the other day.
Before you get there.
Yeah, sure.
Before you actually, right? And I'm going to ask Nick too this. First, I don't know if you want to have kids or not, but you know, whatever, but that's the thing. But I'm just saying is like, if you was to want to have a kid, right? And you chose to go the adoption route.
Yeah.
Right. What child would you pick? What type of kid like would you pick? What ethnic group?
Oh, okay. I was like, what type? Oh, just the best type. You know, like the one that we could, you know, honestly, because adoption's so difficult, just the one we could get. But if you're asking for ethnic group, I don't know. I think white would be the easiest to raise. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
Because like, if not, and actually this feeds into the story I'm talking about, but like if you get a kid that's a different race, like you really have to work. I personally would want to work hard on making sure that they have a connection to their culture. You know, and that'd be difficult for me because my culture is
tap water.
Yeah, I'm a tap water guy.
What about you, Nick?
Japanese, easily, no question.
They're the best ones, dude.
Well behaved.
Nick wants to raise his kid
well
as
behaved.
a fucking samurai from fucking the last samurai.
Athletic. They can be athletic.
They know jujitsu,
right?
You know,
they're generally smaller, so you can still beat them up.
He likes peace. Japanese, like he's like his kid's not going to talk back to him. Japanese kids don't talk back. You know, Nick doesn't want to he doesn't want extra
business,
trouble.
Yeah, foo-foo. I don't need extra foo-foo. I have enough foo-foo in my life.
No, actually, so I was reading this story about this. It was from the perspective of this woman. So they adopted an Asian baby through kind of. It sounds like it was semi-nefarious means. Like it wasn't, you know, like no paperwork, but it was kind of like paperwork was a bit rushed, maybe, right? And so the baby was Chinese, so they invested a lot of time and energy into making sure that this child had a connection to his Chinese roots, right? So they hired like a tutor, like a cultural tutor that helped teach him Mandarin throughout his life, and like they would fly him out to China, like constantly, right? On his 18th birthday, and I don't remember how she found this out, but she comes to find out that he's actually Korean.
I mean, potatoes, but
dude, not really. Those are cultures that really fucking hate each other.
No, they don't like each other. I'm just yeah.
I don't know. I found that funny.
Yeah, that's
maybe
hilarious.
No,
that's hilarious.
Just the plight of this one dude's identity. You know.
Well, It's like.
I mean, how would you feel like if you were just hit with that knowledge? You know what I mean?
It's weird. I mean, I don't know if I had a kid. If I was adopt, I think you do a Japanese, right?
Japanese.
Yeah. What would you do?
Me,
Korean.
I would say I would probably go. No, I have to go African. I had to go African, because you know, or any kid. I had to adopt a kid from Africa.
If I was gonna go African, I'd probably go South African.
White South African, huh?
I'm sorry. It just got serious for a moment, so I was like, "Fuck it, let me throw another racial joke in there, see if that one lands."
Oh, it always lands.
Yeah,
it's great. You agree? It's right up your alley.
Yeah.
Jack's like, I can't pick between
Known
Dutch
racist.
and South African. I can't really. It's a tough choice.
You ever been to Africa?
I haven't. No, I'd love to go.
All right.
I think it'd be
Daddy
cool.
Daddy couldn't fucking make a pit stop from the Caymans there.
I could probably call him and be like, "Hey, I want to go to Africa," and he'd be like, "Nah."
Yeah, that's. He's like, "What part of Africa, by the way?"
Yeah. No,
I feel like you do. I feel like you do well in Africa. Like I feel like you can live in Africa. Like you can live in like Uganda, Kenya for sure. You got like a kind of like a you easily kind of assimilate. You can assimilate.
Yeah, I found like they
would like you.
That is one thing I know about myself is like I can blend into any group of people pretty easily
for sure. 100%.
I just like to hang out. You know?
Well, so that's why I kind of like kicking with you because you know you were just normal.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
I'm respectively speaking.
Still a little touched, but
yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm what part of Africa are you from?
Eritrea.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll go. Let's go hang out there. Let's see how well I do.
I wouldn't advise it.
No.
I haven't been back yet.
Okay.
So
have you ever thought about going?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's a little. I mean, right now it's a little difficult.
Is it a little tense over there?
A little tense. That's fine. Yeah. Well, the way it's little tense is something you would say to a kid that like can't have ice cream after dinner because you said no, and they have to go through that. This is more of like, oh, yeah, we have to like have you inside the house for a week.
Well, like, yeah. How bad is it? Like on the scale of like racial tensions in South Africa to like child soldiers. What are we talking?
Oh, I mean, they're right at the same party.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like
it's constant. Yeah.
It's all
Yeah. I mean, the continent of Africa itself is like. When people say Africa, I mean, first of all, there's multiple countries in Africa, right?
Yes.
So
I mean, it's a continent that's like 3 times the size of the United States.
It's so big.
I think it's even. I think 3 is even like small. Like I think it's way bigger than that. It's huge. It's fucking.
That's
massive.
ridiculously huge. It's ridiculously huge. And then there's a lot of like tribes and like a lot of like different groups. And, and obviously it's been fucked up by like colonization, so they still haven't got wrapped out of that.
Oh yeah, and those the British when they were leaving, they redrew all the lines, wasn't that? Yeah. Just like intentionally to cause chaos.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
I think we should. I think me and you and Nick we should probably plan to go to Africa and like go on to like a safari trip.
We could go, man. It's a level 2. Exercise increased caution. So there's worse countries. There's worse countries to go to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's Syria at right now?
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot.
I want to have some context of like what is a level 2. Well, and also you said level 2 for the continent or for like Kenya?
Just for Eritrea.
Oh, for okay, man.
Yeah, no, we're good. Eritrea's, I mean, it's fine. But at any point it could pop.
Well, it's like I'm just like, I'm with Chase.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna be like Chase.
Who?
Who's Chase?
Yeah, so they're a level 4.
Okay.
They're just they say just do not travel.
Dude, I've never been to a level 2 before. We could have some fun,
Let's see what Lebanon is.
I'm one of those kids who's like, I've traveled a lot, but I've pretty much always been to level 1s.
Yeah.
I went to Russia once. I was in Russia for like a day. That was wild.
How's Russia like?
Russia was cool. It was tense. Tense is the right word for it because they definitely have people watching you, and you could see them.
Yeah,
you could see them.
I heard that in China.
Yeah. It was because here's the thing: is particularly because we were there just for a day, they could kind of. Because I was on like this cruise and we stopped in Russia and like so we're going through customs. Every single custom agent looked like Khal Drogo, right? Like they clearly were like they were presenting their best, right? Yes. And I'm with like so I got this guy who's like 6'6", like looking at my passport and I'm just freaking. And then he gives me the stamp, right? And he gives it to me. And I don't know if it was a translation thing or whatever, but he was just like, "Good luck." And I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, I don't know if I want to go anymore.
Yeah, that's how they are with it, right?
And so we got a guide, right? And I'm kind of a piece of shit, so I'm making fun of their art and stuff at the museums.
Sure.
And she was kind of like, "Don't do that." And I was like, "Yeah."
They like don't believe in God, but they believe in art.
Well, they have they just have a really strong national pride, right? So like I started like I'm like, where are your fucking Fabergé eggs, right? Like just trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
And she was like, do not do that,
Yeah.
I felt like the class clown who just got chided. I was like, oh shit.
Gotta be careful, man. You're going into other people's territories.
Well, the other thing too is like one of the secret police guys is like they have like secret police that look like everybody, but then you got these guys in like fedoras and trench coats that look fucking
phenomenal.
They look like losers, right? They look like dorks. And so I'm just like, look at that guy. He's what a fucking. And then we're walking up, and like that's the agent guy. Like he's got to be. She's talking to him, being like, they're okay to get in here, even though they're American, to get into a museum. And he's like, okay, fine, right. And so she was like, yeah, don't make fun of that guy either.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of no one.
I pretty much just shut up my entire time.
It's the best thing to do in Russia and China. They also can take your laptop from your room. There's no intellectual property law.
No, they can
in China or
they
Russia.
Can fuck you. Yeah. And it was.
Yeah. Those. So you know what? America's
dope. I like it. Right. Caymans are pretty nice. Yeah.
Caymans is pretty nice.
Caymans are great. BVI's, British Virgin Islands. Hit it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to travel a little bit more next year too. This year when I can, not so much now. I met with my accountant. Like a few weeks back.
He said no traveling.
Fucking right away, dude. Like, well, first of all, this is what he was. This is how he was. I was like, dude, I need a little bit of help. I'm not really great with like saving money.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like, what can we try something? Can you figure my, see, I told him this is what I'm paying for. He was very nice,
Yeah.
So I'd say, this is what I pay for rent. This is what I pay for this. This is what I that. And basically he's like, okay, try this, try that, do this, do that. Cool. We did it. Right. Then I'm like, fucking dope. We just came with a plan.
Yeah.
We're going to try this out. And then I was like, great. My follow-up question to him was like, hey man, so when I can take a vacation, I want to take a vacation. But that instinctively looked at me directly, was like, oh no, you're not taking a vacation.
That blows.
Yeah. And so.
Well, you still travel a lot for comedy though, right?
Yeah, I do. But I want to go.
That's most of that's pretty much all the travel I do.
Yeah.
Because Abby hates flying. She hates traveling. Like she gets anxious about all that stuff. So a lot of the traveling I do is like I'll go to places for comedy.
Yeah. You do. What's the place that you got out of Massachusetts that you really enjoyed comedy doing, and what state?
I had a great time in Austin.
Yeah.
New York is always fun.
Austin, Nick hates this.
You hate Austin?
I just don't like it.
It's
but I
it's
get
different.
but I get why people like it. It's not one of those places that's lost on me.
Yeah.
But when you don't drink and you don't do drugs,
I was about to
it's
say,
what
like
the
if
fuck
you're
am I
sober,
doing here?
There's a party.
And I'm the reverse. It's like I love to. I'm all about the party.
I was happy for the people that liked it.
Right.
But New York is.
I was happy for the.
Yeah. So when you travel, like, what is it that you like to do for fun? I realized how that sounded when it came out.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, like what does a sober person do when they go to a new place? Like, do you go
I
to
go
a
anywhere.
museum?
I'll go everywhere that you go,
Yeah.
and thank God for like these like non-alcoholic beers and shit. Like a Heineken,
So you can be in the
Heineken Zero is a lifesaver because
Right.
you don't look like a fucking square. It's the
Right.
same bottle as
you can. The only point when people can tell is when you order it.
Yeah. And then so I found my little hacks. Like I was at a wedding 2 weeks ago. It's everyone in my family and my social circle. They booze heavy.
Yeah.
Boston, New York. So
and the non-alcoholics are like really prevalent now.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
More than they used to be, is what I've been told.
I picked up golf.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. It's kind of like Dave Matthews Band, where like you might like the music, but you don't like the fans.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Or I'm kind of like, this is fine, but I'm not like.
You don't have like a golf crew.
It's not
yet.
like
not yet. No.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, so basically it's like it's kind of like, it's not like the same exact thing.
But you feel good in the morning.
At the party.
But I feel
it's gotta be
feel
nice to not
great
wake
in
up
the
with an
morning.
anxiety attack every morning.
I feel great in the morning. I haven't spent a bunch of money, and I'm kind of like, ready to just like do
get a
whatever I
workout
want to
in.
do. Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be one of those guys on the party who's like, I bring success.
I'm only gonna host podcasts with people with six packs.
Yeah, right.
I'm really before I leave this earth.
Yeah.
One of the things I need to commit to, I really want to like get a 6-pack one time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I will say, dude, it's
like
fun to
one
have.
time in my life.
It's fun to have, but it's so hard.
It's so hard to maintain. It's pretty cool when you have it. When I had it, I was definitely finding excuses to take my shirt off. Or like, I was like, like if I had to wipe my mouth, I'd grab the bottom of my shirt and just be like, let me
Classic
get that.
move.
Wow.
I was an absolute douchebag with it too. Like I was not a good guy. Like I was a fucking idiot.
Tap water.
Yeah, tap water guy. Yeah.
Love that.
But it's cool to have. But to maintain it, it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
I was working out like 4 hours a day.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot. Yeah, and it's also when you lose it, that rhythm, too. It's hard to like. But for me, I lost the rhythm, like, for like 90. Starting comedy, that's when I just was like, I'm not like ready to like. I'm just like out of it. I'm not like I didn't have a routine. Gained a whole bunch of weight. Then I'm like, I can't look like this on stage. What the heck's wrong with me? And my health.
And the other thing too is it goes back to what Nick was just saying about golf, right? It's like it's cool to have a body like that, but the people you're going to be hanging out with a lot are. Like I'm not saying that everybody who works out sucks, but I'm just saying you're gonna find more people who suck that work out.
Yeah.
They're just not fun. They're not as fun to hang out with. Because there's
It can't be your. That's one thing I said very early on is like you're not going to introduce yourself as sober.
Yeah.
It can't be your identity. Some people have to do that because they have very bad addictions. But some people like me where it's just like it just doesn't work for me anymore. But I'm not going to make this like. Right, but I'll go to I love dive bars.
Yeah.
I'll still go to a dive
so fun.
bar.
Well, and the people are fun to hang out. I would imagine that you enjoy them a little bit earlier in the evening now than you used to late at night. Because towards the end of the evening, when everybody's fucking hammered, like I've been to dive bars sober where at the end of the night I'm like, normally this is when I'm having the most fun. But because I'm sober, I'm realizing this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I've known Jack for a while. Yo,
I get fun.
You get.
I like to have a good time.
You like to have a good time.
I'm right there with you, man.
Well, it makes the worst part about it is it just makes open mics easier to like get through because they're so long.
Dude, I gotta say, like, I'd go to the Bebop and I'd see you sitting there with like a fucking frosty beer or like a cocktail. It's more like a cocktail. I think you had like
I'll do it like a Jack and Coke to like get my night started. Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, don't do it. Don't follow me. You're not that guy.
Dude,
don't do
I'll
it.
Fucking do
I
it.
wanted
dude.
to do it with you so bad. I wanted to be like, what are you drinking?
I love getting people off the wagon, dude. It's fucking sick.
They were never on the wagon.
Just ruining their lives.
Dude, so much fun to drink with people who fall off the wagon.
It actually, it is.
But I'm not the one who brings them off the wagon, but I have on occasion run into people who are like, they've been a week off the wagon. And you have to do that like, dude, are you all right? Like, and they're like, dude, fucking shut up. And you're like, all right, then let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Paid for admission. This is what you're getting.
And then you see, it's like, dude, you've got a problem. You should.
Yeah. Then you're like texting their wife.
Dude, it is 5:30 in the morning. Like it's time to stop this. And he's like, dude, no, let's go to the liquor store. It's almost gonna open up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
well,
I'm
those,
man.
I've come across with some people who can just like have that like they have that motor.
Yeah.
And like that, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, that was my thing where I was kind of like,
oh yeah,
why the fuck would I have one drink?
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
So that I
either.
feel like shit immediately, like 25 minutes
I'm
afterwards.
gonna be tired. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because like I'm not really a big drinker at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't really. I mean, I have a few here and there, but it's like I won't have like 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've ever had like more than 4 drinks in a night. And like
that's a reasonable amount. Like that's the good level. That's what we like. I should be trying to get to that level. You know?
And also, to be honest with you, I'm kind of like a lush. Like I just I don't really have a high tolerance for alcohol. But but I think the problem is like I need to find like a drink that like kind of just match. Like I need to find my like a drink. I feel like everyone has like a signature drink that they like. Like you have, what's your go-to drink? Like, what's your?
It depends on my mood, right? But like, I'll typically I like a good vodka soda. You know?
Okay, so your vodka soda.
It's nice and refreshing. Well, and I'm counting calories right now. I'm just trying to lose weight. And you can have way more vodka sodas.
Oh yeah, my drink of choice.
Back in the days.
Like a I'd love a martini.
Dude, dirty?
Vodka martini, dirty.
Extra dirty.
And then I started getting to, like doing too much, so I had to do like up, just like straight up.
Yeah.
Which is basically vodka with a couple olives in it.
Like, yeah.
And I had to stop. I had a couple of bad episodes.
Which also is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
I might go get a martini after this, to be honest with
Martinis
you.
Are
that we're talking about.
real
I'll have
martinis.
2, one for you, one for me.
Real martini. And then like last year I tried like a gin martini. And I wanted to like it so bad. I wanted to like it so bad, but I just couldn't.
I just don't get into gin.
Too floral, too aggressive.
But you know what I actually really like if I'm having if I'm only gonna have like 2 or 3 drinks because I'm not a 1 drink guy, but I can still be like a 3 kind of guy. A good like smoky scotch.
Smoky scotch?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a scotch that's got like...
Were you putting it over log with fire or something?
Yeah. So different scotches have different flavor tones and stuff like that. Like even just not, it doesn't have to be a scotch, just a whiskey that's got like some real good smokiness to it.
Oh, dude, you know what I drink? I like... Oh, actually, I do like this drink.
Yeah.
I drink a whiskey, honey jack whiskey on the rocks.
Yeah. That stuff's not bad.
Is that kind of a weak drink? Is that a weak drink?
No, I mean,
it's like kind of a commercial.
I'm not a big believer.
But not weak at all.
I'm not a big believer in like weak drinks and like... do you mean weak as in terms of like strength, or weak as in like it's kind of like a bitch drink?
Well, it's like part of me too. Like order at the bar. If there's like a couple of guys at the bar or people at the bar, like they're just ordering like straight up like whiskey, not and I'm just like, can I have the honey?
Dude, yeah, I'm not about that. Like I have the opinion like the coolest thing you can do for yourself is do whatever you want in the face of opposition. So that's how I drink. Like I don't care. Like so for example, I don't do shots anymore.
Dude,
like,
can you say that again?
Yeah.
Like the way. Can you say you like what?
I think the coolest thing you can do is do whatever you want in the face of opposition.
I'm connected to just
unless you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's a philosophy that does have some flaws.
First of all, you would have been great next to Martin Luther King by saying that. I just wanted you to know the vibe, that the way you said it.
That's probably the coolest thing someone's ever said to me.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Can we clip that? Fuck yeah.
Wu-Tang, son.
You should drink until you're blacked out drunk. You should have been next to Martin Luther King.
Yeah, like, wait, when though? Hold on.
Pre.
Okay. Cool.
There wasn't a lot of posts.
Well, because it changes a different content. Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of post stuff with him. Like
but I fundamentally believe that it's like, dude, fucking do whatever you want. You know, like that's what I think.
Same. Yeah.
So like I don't do shots anymore.
Like shots can get a little tricky.
Yeah, like I bet when I was like 25, I was doing Jameson shots like they were nothing. Because you'd run into a buddy.
Charlie's Kitchen.
Yeah, it's
$5
like
JMOs.
Yeah, it's one of the things you do is you run into a buddy. It's like, yo, let's do a shot together. So like by the end of the night, you're doing like 5 of those. You know, right. And on top of all the other things you're drinking, it's just way too much. And the other thing too is like now that I'm older, I think I just have a bit of a gag reflex to anything that isn't Dr. McGillicuddy's. Yeah. And everybody ever at any bar is going to tell you that Dr. McGillicuddy's is a bitch drink. But that's the only shot I do now. Because I'm like, fuck it. It's what I like. Like, I'm not going to force myself to do a different shot just because you think it's cool.
You know what this kid used to drink?
What?
This kid in his G-Unit days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, this was in college. Yeah.
He would drink E&J brandy.
Yeah. Ooh. I hung out with the basketball team and they were like, this is the shit. And I'm like, it actually is very good. It's actually delicious with a little Diet Coke.
Have you ever done Fernets? You ever do a shot of Fernet?
Yeah. Then I immediately was like, never again.
That's the only shot that I will stomach down because it is like, do you know what Fernets is?
No, it sounds like JJ Fernette.
So it's like Fernets is like it's like a licorice type. It's a like. I say licorice, but the thing really is like paint thinner. It's just foul. It's not a fun shot.
Yeah.
But because it's so foul, it's really like very cheap.
Okay.
I believe that's why. Yeah. But so like people who work in the bar industry and like in that world, it's kind of a way to like prove yourself, right? So if you can take one of those shots, you can hang. Right, and so because I hang out in a lot of bars, I will always, if I'm hanging out with service people and they're like, we're going to do a shot of Fernets, I'll do a shot of Fernets.
I won't bring it to you, but I'll definitely bring you some. And that's homemade alcohol for my country.
Word. I'd love to try it.
That's fucking dangerous, dude. Yeah.
It is. It's very much so.
Is it like moonshine?
Moonshine can't even touch.
Yeah.
Like
what's the like?
It's called suwa.
Okay. Ooh, sounds sexy.
Sounds like a woman that would seem sexy and then ruin your life.
I'm gonna have enough suwa that I can foo-foo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see Suwa the other day? He was foo-fooing everywhere.
Foo-foo on the beach, dude. No, I'd love to try it, man.
Suwa, man. No. It's Suwa. If you could pull it up, Nick, it's so people Eritrean alcohol Suwa. If I don't know how it's spelled, SOOWA. I don't know, something like that. But it's basically like fermented like wheat bar. It's like wheat barley mixed with like and
then they concentrate
it and they let it sit, and it's like pure.
You'll go blind.
There's no like chemical. It's like that.
Yeah, dude, this looks fucking gross.
What does it say, Nick? If it says anything.
Okay. This is also common in most cultural groups have their own specific alcoholic beverages. It looks like kind of like a honey wine almost.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, that doesn't look too bad.
How's it taste?
It's strong, but it's very good.
But
but it's like
that's what's scary about some of those, like when you're getting closer to like the moonshine level. Like there are some that like you can sip and
that's it.
Yeah.
It's weird because interesting. Like alcohol is kind of like interesting. It's always been part of comedy in a way. It's like it's always been like it's a night business.
You're combined with that industry. You know what I mean?
By default.
Yeah.
I've I don't know. How long have you been doing comedy, by the way? Like, what's your how many years you're in now?
7, I think.
You're 7, right?
Yeah, 6.5, 7 years.
Yeah, you started like a couple years after me.
I can't believe I spent all that time on this.
It's weird, isn't it?
Fuck, dude.
I remember
I could have done so much shit with my life, you know?
Oh, dude, I was talking to some comics at the open mic yesterday, and I told them, this is what I told them, Nick. I was like, to decide that you want to be a stand-up comedian is... You literally have to be probably one of the most like it's crazy to do it, because basically what you're saying is like me going up to a guy who has a job, right? And I'm like, hey man, You can chase your dreams, dude.
Yeah.
You can go and chase your dreams. You can do it. But it may not work out though. But if you still continue to do it, you'll get better, and there's a chance that you'll make it.
Yeah.
And that guy is telling me, nah, man, I'm like 17 years into my union pension, dude.
Yeah,
I got like
right.
10 more years. And now, by the way, I'm making like 150 grand right now.
Yeah.
Like, chase my dreams? Fuck out of here.
Yeah. I agree, man. Yeah,
It's an interesting thing that we do, man.
I just felt like, I just wanted to get good enough to find it. Like, we can all define success however we do it. I just wanted to get good enough and to a place where it's something that I could continuously do while also living like a pretty decent life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the fucking millions of dollars. Like, that's so unlikely that I was like, I'm not going to go into this with that as the
expectation. Just won't happen.
It'd be sick if it happened. Don't get me wrong. But like, I got into this being like, I'm just going to try and find my happiness in something that I clearly enjoy.
You know who you need? You need Deion Sanders in your life right now.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders would make you believe.
Right. And in the Netflix special and
he would make. Do you see what he's doing with Colorado University right now?
No.
We're gonna go see Deion.
Okay.
I think you need him.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
You think he could get me?
Nick, Deion.
I think you would despise Deion.
Yeah.
I think you would literally disprove everything and just cut through his things with like, yeah, but you're a millionaire, and this is like,
dude.
of course you got this university to
the
turn
fucking
around.
Celebrities who are like, follow your dreams, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's survivor's bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for every one of them who fucking made it, and they're the only ones on the screen, there's like 99 of other people who were doing the same shit they were doing that didn't make it.
Sure.
So all the people are like, all these celebrities are telling you to follow your dreams and keep, just keep at it.
It's so toxic.
They're only saying that because they did it and it worked out for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's for every one of them, there's 99 people where if they follow that advice, it's the worst advice. Yeah. And I tell that to comedians all the time so they can quit and I can take their gigs. Yeah.
Good. You know what?
I was like, there's a tactic here.
Good.
Fucking quit, dude. Get the fuck out of my way.
Oh, there's a lot of comedians that I feel like they should like not ever.
There's a lot of comedians who think I should quit. It's the way of the fucking business. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna quit, and they're not gonna quit, and we're not gonna kill each other.
I didn't mean to CC you on that email, by the
way. It did hurt my feelings.
There's so many comedians out there too. Like, it's just such a blend of everything. You have to have you have to be funny. You have to have a business acumen. Like, you have to understand.
We were talking about this before
be 19 to like 26 years old and do comedy, enjoy it, get drunk, do whatever. But like, when you get to a certain age, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
That's kind of where I'm at right now. I just turned 30, and I'm just like,
you're fucking 30.
Yeah.
I met you when you were 22 or 23.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
I did not know that.
That's great.
I was just kind of look older.
That I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
But like, you definitely like kind of like a more mature.
I mean, that was what helped me. Like before I got into stand up, I worked in startups, right? And that was a wild ride for me. But one of the reasons why I had so much success is because when I was like 21 years old, and I'm hanging out with like 30, 35-year-olds, and they all thought that I was kind of their age.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how Nick did with the basketball team.
Yeah. That's that.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. I was hoping that he'd jump in and add some context. I missed that one.
No, he's not paying attention.
Okay.
He just.
Well, Do you still smoke weed?
No. I never.
Were you never a weed guy?
I was never really a weed guy.
Yeah, he's a boozer.
I'm an upper.
Yeah, I'm a boozer and uppers.
Yeah,
that's.
That was a big part of it.
That's I had to give up uppers.
Are you an Irish Catholic?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Lebanese.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like the,
I can see it now that you said it. You know? Yeah.
They are remarkably.
You know what I mean, right?
They are remarkably.
He knows too.
They are remarkably definable, but in a very vague way.
Yeah.
Where you're like, you're something Lebanese.
You know what it is? It's in your cheeks.
Yeah.
Like the cheeks
Puffy
are really
cheeks.
where it's at. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The cheeks and the forehead.
And the forehead. I was just about to say the forehead.
It's a dead giveaway.
Right.
Cheeks, foreheads, and the solemn eyebrows.
Solemn eyebrows. What a great band name.
And the kind of the solemn eyebrows.
Nick's even eyebrows so like they just are usually all solemn.
They're kind of just happy to be here. You know?
Yeah, I'm thinking that last time. I'm trying to say what show I was on. Because you used to run a show. You used to run a few shows. You used to have a few rooms. And then I remember a time where like I did a spot on one of your shows, and I don't know. It was over by Northeastern. What was that room?
Yeah, that was a Squealing Pig.
Squealing Pig.
Yeah, I loved that room, man. That room.
Yeah, that was
that room. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I had that room. It was just getting hot when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And I remember because they were kind of screwing me a little bit, right? They weren't giving me.
Yeah.
I was making them way more money than they were passing to me, and at the time, I was kind of dumb, and I should have been charging money for tickets, but I was still just like, keep it free. We want to get people in, but we were filling out the entire bar. Like there was no seating left available, and it was all people that I was bringing in, and that was happening consistently. So I went to the guy, and I was like, I texted him that morning. I'm like, hey man, just so you know, after this show, because we had one more coming up, I was like, after this one, if you don't give me more money, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
Well,
right?
you fucked up there.
I
would have waited maybe after the show.
No. I was like, we got one more
That's
show, but like, if you want me to keep producing the next one, like, I'm going to need more money. And it was just to start a conversation.
Just,
right?
I know, yeah. He told you what?
That afternoon, he goes, well, actually, due to COVID, we're shutting the whole thing down.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, fuck. All right. Yeah. So, I tried to make my big stand. And he goes, well, you actually don't have a show anymore.
Good luck.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck.
That's a good room. I like that room.
I loved that room. I'm in. I don't know if I can talk too many details. But I don't. Actually, I can fucking talk to you.
Shut up.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Don't. Well, I can't.
What is the production company going to get upset?
Boston.com might catch wind of this.
Yeah.
What is my agent going to call me? Fucking whatever. I don't know why I said that.
3 people watch this.
Even so, like, who's gonna get mad that I'm
2 after this episode?
Right. That fucking somewhat racist Jack Hall dude. Fuck that guy. So I'm starting a new one. I'm hoping that I can start a new one in the Olson Brighton area.
Yeah.
And it'll be the same setup, like, because you remember at that old place we kind of there was the big room, but there was the side room where like you could actually just have a comedy show that was uninterrupted. We have kind of the same setup at this place. So it'll be sick. It's at Fields West.
Okay.
Which actually you guys should go check out anyways. It's a cool bar run by our boy Sean Egan.
Oh, okay.
He's the bar manager,
Yeah. That's dope, man. Yeah, I think that we need some more rooms here for sure.
Yeah. Top 5. What are your top 5 open mics in the city?
Top 5 for me personally, Green Dragon for sure, just because that's where I started. The Bebop. I like the Model. I'm more like the Hang at the Model. And then I got 2 more. It's got to be in the city. No, because I think what Troy's doing over at Off Cabot, that one's fucking sick.
Where's that?
It's a little north of
Beverly.
here.
Andover? Beverly, yeah.
And he only does that once a month, but it is like it's worth going to. It's one of the sickest ones.
Nice.
And then I don't know. I like. I really loved Uri's, but that's done. And then
Democracy, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Middle East is still going on.
Middle East is still
Really?
happening.
Yeah, Middle East is still going on tonight. Actually, they do that. Yep.
Yeah.
Is Josh? Is that the guy's
Yes,
name?
Josh.
He's still doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, he does that now. Yeah.
And Tavern at the End of the World. That was the first open mic I ever went to.
Wednesdays, right?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
That's still going
on.
on.
One of the very few ones.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, like how long you do it. You just forget how many rooms you actually, how many times you've been on stage, how many rooms you've been to. You just forget, like how because you just kind of get into that mode.
Dude, I fucking found I went out to dinner. Like my wife and I, we went out to dinner with some friends.
I wasn't there.
At this, just because of that fucking email you sent me. It was a new name, so I didn't even know. I didn't know where we were until we like got out of the Uber and we walked out front. I'm like, fuck, I used to do stand up here.
Yeah.
Right. It was like, do you remember Ogoro's? Mike Tanyan used to run it. This is way back in the day. This is like
it was a good by Cleveland Circle.
Yeah. So we showed up there for drinks, and I was like, I don't even remember the name of the place, but I remember walking. I'm like, fuck, I used to.
That was a good mic.
That was a great place. Yeah,
that was a good mic. I'm surprised what happened to that. That was a good mic.
The business was run terribly.
Oh, the business. Yeah, that's the thing. When you get into these. Back to what Nick was saying, right?
Comedians,
it's the business.
There's no business
the
acumen.
The other thing too is like you're beholden to the restaurant business, which is one of the most fickle businesses ever. You know?
It's tough to own a restaurant for sure.
What is it like?
People think like fucking like you make a lot of money owning a restaurant. No. You probably do if you stay with it and you can, based on the whatever. But the odds of it is like. The profit margins are like only about like less than 10, like 9 to 10%. I think, and usually they take it and just reinvest it back into the business.
Yeah.
So until you can get another restaurant and like I don't know, is that how you?
That's why there needs to be a bar comedy show because the only thing you're making money on is alcohol. That's it.
Yeah. Period. Anytime I've ever seen a comedy show where it's like, oh no, there's no alcohol here. I'm like, this is not going to be. Also, the people don't like. Alcohol kind of pairs with comedy, right? You don't really want sober people watching comedy because it's weird.
Yeah,
there's a weirdness to it. You know?
No, yeah.
You kind of want your room a little. You don't want them over boozed. You want them just a little liquored up, a little bit easy, kind of in that mood where it's like you're at the barbecue or at the beach. The foo-foo's out. We're all just chilling a little bit. You got the music going, and you're just hanging.
Dude, there's nothing like foo. Dude, bring out some.
It's shit talking. That's what comedy is like. You want to create the environment that shit talking creates. Just for the rest of the crowd, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's you want that right balance, right?
Yeah.
The best like audience for like comedy, in my opinion, is like a comedy audience when it like understands comedy, respects it, but also. Likes to drink and likes to have a good time, but has a good balance,
Yeah, they're there for fun.
Yeah, I was at the shows this past weekend. I was at the Comedy Connection, and I was hosting at the Comedy Connection.
Fucking great room,
and that room is my favorite room, hands down.
It's definitely up there in one of the best venues in New England. Yeah,
I think it's the. I would say 100% for sure.
And I'm not. The only reason I'm keeping it to New England is that's the extent of my experience. You know what I mean? But it's fucking sick.
Yeah. I mean, but you're one of these guys though, bro. It's like you're gonna like you're like you have material and you work and like it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like a person or a comic is gonna be like, hey. Here's 10, like here's a, and then you're going to like kill it. And they're going to be like, that's just how,
So, hey,
but I like the thing is like about you though, Jack, is like the way you kind of, you don't let it, you just kind of like, hey, you don't let it overly get to like you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're very like, this is what it is. I'm doing my best.
Don't get me wrong. I have my intense bouts of depression. I just keep them to my wife.
This is a family-friendly podcast sponsored by
Fuji Water.
Fuji Water.
Say Fuji Water? It's Fiji Water.
It's black.
This is actually Lauryn Hill's water brand.
Yeah. I guess the fufu really got into your brain, huh?
No, but I appreciate the words you're saying. But like I mean,
you seem, it's you don't.
That's the mentality I try and maintain.
You do it well.
You know what I mean?
You do it well.
But I think like all of us, like you have what you're striving towards, and then you have your hiccups along the way. Like there's certainly times when I'm like at home and I'm like, I should be at a show. I should be doing something. It's like I'm not doing like, what the hell am I doing with my life?
Yeah. No, I had that moment, quite a few times.
And then I drink.
Well, that you probably may want to substitute that with some fufu. I'm surprised you never had fufu, bro. We got to get you some fufu.
What is
That's the title of this episode.
If fufu is the stuff where you have to grab like that starchy thing and then you grab something else, I've had that.
You know what? The way you said that and how you explained it, like I can't even like say no. Because, because it's basically that,
Yeah, that's what it is, right? It's like you grab something that's like it's starchy and sticky so that you can then, and that's kind of like, it's almost in a way your utensil. Right, to then grab some of the other food, and then it's kind of all mixed.
Well, by definition, if we could look it up, what fufu is, right? It's basically, it's kind of like similar like us too, like because like we are where I'm from, it's like we have like it's teff, teff bread, which is like the most like very thinnest like bread, wheat.
Yeah.
Starchy.
Yeah, vegetables like cassava, yams, or plantains. They're boiled and then pounded or mashed to create like a doughy consistency. You've had it.
Okay. Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's typically used as a utensil to scoop the accompanying. So yeah, you've had it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you've had it.
Yeah, I had it one time like years ago, but I'd love to break fufu with you.
Dude, I'm not gonna. Can I ask you this question?
Sure.
I should have asked this like way before.
Yeah.
This is pre-marriage Jack.
Sure.
So taking in context.
Yeah.
How many black chicks have you been with? Like I feel like you've been with a couple black chicks before.
One in college.
Nice.
It was a one-night stand. And I was not ready. That was the most tap water night of her life. And I fucking got out there. I was like, all right, maybe I gotta work on my game a little bit more before we try that again.
Kind of caught you off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's a different level. All right. I don't know. It's just different, I wasn't ready for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's an endurance thing,
Did you swim some laps?
Yeah. No, I mean it was the endurance was good. It was just like all the moves I was trying to do.
Yeah.
It was just clear that she was like, no, it was kind of. She was just kind of like, okay, this is what I expected. Do you know what I mean? And I could get I was picking that energy up from her, which was making me panic, which was making me perform even worse. And so, it was.
That's just fantastic.
Yeah, it was just rough.
That's like an
panic at the fufu.
You can't panic.
But yeah, that was my one experience with a black chick. Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. I always like to ask that question.
Yeah,
that's good.
And I'll be honest, I just was not qualified for that scenario.
I asked Dave Caggiano the same question.
Yeah, what did he say?
He had a different answer.
That dude,
I think
he has sex with a lot of hot women.
He's like, well, I asked him, I was like, hey, do you ever had sex on a black chicks? And he was like date them?
So good.
Why would you ask me something?
Okay.
No, and I've never dated a black. I had a huge crush on a black chick when I was in like 7th grade, but
yeah, that's like the age where like the black girls.
And then my dad was like, absolutely not. No, I'm kidding.
We have an
not in this house.
No more trips.
That's not how you get a below ground pool.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably got the in-ground pool just for that reason,
right?
Knowing that he's like they don't swim, so
no. But
my son will never talk with a black chick.
Right.
Your dad got an in-ground pool specifically for that reason.
Right. Well, in Miami, he was probably more worried about the Cuban women, but I think the philosophy still stands.
Yeah. Well, they come with great sandwiches, so.
And they're conservative. Yeah,
they are.
Yeah,
Latin America. Yeah, they are pretty much.
Well, the Cubans are. Yeah, they're staunch. Like I'd say, Floridian Cubans are staunchly conservative.
Oh yeah, they're very conservative based. Yeah. I've never been to Cuba. That's one place I like to go. Actually, you know what? Nick would be great in Cuba. I feel like with one of those old cars, man. Yeah, with a fedora hat. Fuck yeah.
I could do. Cuba's really interesting. Cuba and Sicily are the two things where like there's such an African influence in a lot of the food and the language and the people there. It's really, really interesting to me.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Fufu.
Thank you for a lot of things.
Fufu.com.
Thank you for so many things.
That should be www.fufu.com where you get all your information.
Right? That's my new comedy website. How about you? Have you ever been with a black woman?
I want you to be like
Well, I just love your face. It's like fucking obviously. I'm like, well, I don't know. It seemed like an interesting question to ask me. I don't know why it's not interesting to ask you.
No, it actually comes with it comes with
You're like, yeah,
it comes with like
that's how I learned. I learned with black.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Black. Yeah, for sure. I've had
What's okay? So let's break it down. All types of women, in like a bar graph, right? Of different races of women you've been with. Okay. Which one is the highest bar?
Highest bar in terms of what? In terms
women you've been with.
Bar, but
so which race have you been with the most?
Oh, that's okay. So that's the exact question. Okay, what I'm gonna answer this question, but what we're gonna do is Nick is gonna edit it. There's gonna be BET version answer.
There's an answer that you want for your brand, and then there's the real answer.
I just put clips of Martin in.
There's the answer that I want people to think. And
sponsored by Actively Black.
Yeah, right.
But I would say I guess I would say Spanish and white girls.
Spanish and white
and
girls.
And then black women are right.
Spanish and like Spanish or like Latino?
Latina women. Yeah, like Dominican and like Puerto Rican and like,
that's like
Brazilian.
That's also another like I'm ill-equipped and unprepared.
Really? Nah, you're fine.
No, I was with like I was with a Brazilian chick once, and it was kind of the same thing where I was just like, yeah, I mean, this is not in your top, like this isn't your best sexual experience you've ever had, right? Like, I'm enjoying myself. You're probably like, this was okay,
Yeah. Well, you gotta stop drinking tap water. You gotta go in with Fiji.
It's convenient,
and it'll give you more. Like, it's convenient.
The other thing too is
Brazilian women, dude. You can't go. If you date a Brazilian chick, it's like it's like a serious thing. You have to be like you gotta be pliable.
Yeah,
you gotta be on your pleasing cues.
Right.
These chicks are doing
work with your hands.
Fit. Yeah,
yeah. She was very fit. Well, but again, it was in college. I was also fit.
Yeah. Well, wow. Ooh, and she still took you down.
Again, it wasn't like it was. Again, both of those experiences, I was just like, I came into that being like, that was fun, and knowing full well that they were like, that's what I expected. Like I wasn't wowing anybody with my moves,
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Just you like
I don't
chilling?
know.
Yeah, college kids, man.
I was young.
You're being too hard on yourself, though, bro. Because when you're that age, like during college, like no dude knows how to to throw it down, like in college, dude.
Well, it's like now I know how to cover up for my other failures. You know what I mean? Like now I know how to fucking navigate the waters so that she's gonna have a great time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you this question because both of you guys are married men.
Yes.
This is what I want to ask you because Nick is married as well.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I noticed that you guys, right? Your married finger on your married ring finger, you have a gold marriage ring, a gold ring, and you have a ring, but it's black.
Yeah, I have mine's silicone actually.
So I noticed, right?
Now, that's typically for guys who work with their hands for a living.
Yeah.
The reason we have that is we got married during the pandemic. Okay. And so we set up like a wedding in a week, right? Like we had essentially it was like immediate family on the back porch of my parents' house, and that was it, right?
That's all you did with the PPE money, dude?
Yep. PPE. The rest of it went into stocks like an intelligent person.
Yeah. I'm long on the video.
Right. So am I, actually.
Yeah.
But so we had like 3 days until this date when we realized we didn't have wedding rings. So we just ordered these on Amazon. Oh. So yeah, and we're like, we have plans to do like a big ceremony at some point. And when we do the big ceremony, we'll probably get nicer rings. But I kind of really like wearing, like I've gotten so used to wearing this. It's so much more comfortable.
Well, no, the reason why, because I see a lot of people like, man, like the like different color
Well, I'm Lebanese. So it was going to be gold out of the gate. They made this for me when I was born.
Oh, yeah. It was
like, you're gonna
like if it wasn't gold, I'd be like, are you sure you're Lebanese?
Yeah.
Like,
they had his ring with
the cheeks seldom lie, but they sometimes lie.
Might be a little Irish in there.
They definitely had
I go gold regardless.
Gold,
That's it.
Yeah. It's got to be gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely had your ring definitely tucked away.
There was no other
Yeah.
Honestly, there was no other option.
You walked in there, they're like, get out the gold ones.
Got it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Done. Done.
Gold. Oh,
They're like, this one comes with a complimentary chain.
I had a chain up until I graduated college.
I bet I know the chain that you had.
100% box chain.
What was the... Wait, what's a box chain?
A box chain is just like one of those chains you see that have like, they're made out of little boxes.
Okay.
But they're tiny. They're not like
Right.
big. It's like just, it looks like a regular chain.
My question is, how far did it go down?
Middle of the chest. I was never...
White t-shirt?
White
or black t-shirt?
Yeah. I was a big like polo shirt or like Oxford button down
How old are you?
kind of guy. 35.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I was dressed kind of
Yeah.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah, like the
Preppy.
the polos were, but when you were in college, the polos were pretty big, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
2006 to 2010.
Yeah, yeah. I was rocking
That
polos.
and white t-shirts.
Yeah, I was because I was in high school, and that's when I was rocking the polos.
Yeah. Do you ever double up on the polo?
I never got that far because it had just gotten to the point. Do you remember Derek Comedy's bro rape video when that came out on YouTube? Okay,
No.
It's
you said it as if we should.
Yeah,
no, it was all right. Like I forgot I'm talking to guys a little bit older, so it was like when YouTube just broke out. Donald Glover used to do YouTube sketch. Like he did sketch comedy in college, right?
Yeah.
And like one of the ones where he's making fun of bros, and that's when they were wearing them. And we immediately, like all of us in my grade, were like, all right, we're not going that far because we were flirting with it, you know.
It is. It's easy, and I kind of regret doing it, but you got to give it a try. It was the outfit was gelled hair.
Yep.
I know I combed mine.
Yeah.
I didn't spike it. I combed mine because I'm a gentleman. Yeah. And then the polo shirt, silicone, the silicone bracelets.
The Livestrong bracelets.
The Livestrong or the Nike bracelets. Nike basketball always had some good ones. And then obviously like the cargo shorts and like shell toes or Jordans.
I remember wearing cargo shorts, like seriously.
Yeah. Like I could have been in a Yin Yang Twins video.
Yeah.
With some of my outfits for sure.
Yin Yang, I would say no.
Yeah,
as like the driver,
Laffy
as the
Taffy
driver,
is blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the school dances and I was just like trying to just rub my genitals against
something,
grinding the fuck out of it. Yeah.
That's funny that you said that because I literally was listening to a song that brought me back to like my sick. Remember? Did you used to have like school dances?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Yeah,
school dances like as a kid, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, whatever.
Yeah.
You would just rub your genitals together. It was foul.
Yeah.
There was a song that came on, which is like I was like listening to it, and I was listening to the words, and I'm like, I couldn't believe like I was listening to this at like 11 years old, and it was "Freak Me" by Silk.
I don't know if I know that one.
But they were like more poetic though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The music today, it's just straight up like eat my ass.
Fuck. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, they
Dude,
do.
I want you to dance around the topic.
Yeah. Be a little loquacious with it.
Those dances were like, I remember because I remember being that age and being so pissed at the teachers for not letting us like really go wild. But then, like, I'm reflecting on it older, like,
they did.
As a teacher, like, if I was a teacher and I have to watch, like, 12-year-olds gyrating against each other, I would be deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah, weirded the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because this is the age that we're at right now where you'd be a teacher at one of those dances where you're just like, what the fuck?
It makes so much more sense where, like, they were, like, shell-shocked. Like, guys, can you please not do it this time? Just please.
It's so uncomfortable.
I don't want to see this.
School. My parents were strict, so I couldn't go to dances.
Yeah,
my parents were strict as well.
I couldn't go to dances. I couldn't talk to like
dances were the only thing that I could go to. Dances and basketball games.
Yeah, because my mom's opinion was like, well, that's chaperone, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I was a sneak out kid all the time.
See, that's why
you're good at comedy.
Yeah,
you're
because you have balls.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah, dude.
I was not. I was reading like Catcher in the Rye.
I never missed curfew. Right, I was at an 11 o'clock curfew, and what I would do is I'd be at a party. I'd be like, "Oh shit, what time is it?" I'd drive home, right? Go in, say goodnight to my parents, and then immediately go in the basement, sneak out the window, get back in my car, drive back to the party.
Can I tell you, like, everything that you said?
So envious.
I've never did
in
my life. And the only part that's connected with me that I never did that you did with your parents was like say goodnight to them.
That was well, that was like a big
I always
thing.
said goodnight.
I was like, I never said goodnight.
I had to say goodnight to at least my mom because she wanted to smell my breath.
Oh,
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was so afraid of my parents.
Dude, I'm terrified while I'm doing this. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm constantly living in fear, but I was also like, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want to do.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What an amazing feeling that was, too, though.
And that's like, having strict parents for me, it just made me an incredible liar. That's really all it did. Because I was just going to keep doing what I wanted to do. And, you get caught and you get in trouble and that fucking sucks. And then you
for sure.
Yeah, but you learn what getting in trouble feels like. And you're like, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Like, what are they going to really do?
Yeah.
Well,
my stepdad looked like Big Pussy from The Sopranos.
yeah.
Like, exactly. I'll show you the picture on the way out. I was so...
Terrified,
not like in a way, but like... Just like as a disciplinarian, I'm like, fuck, I don't know what this guy's gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I would almost argue that my story is like maybe parents should have hitting as an option.
Yeah,
because I just knew they weren't ever gonna hit me, so I was like, yeah, whatever they do, it's like.
So you knew that.
Well,
like.
Here's the thing: is like it wasn't even what I was considering. You know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't even an option.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Like if one of my parents hit me, I would be so. Like, at the time, I'd be so shocked that they did it. Because it's so out of the realm of what they preached and what they taught, right? Because, like, my whole family were big communicators. Like, whenever there's an issue, we sit down, we talk it out. Like, it was weird getting to know and dating my wife because we'd have a fight and I'd be like, okay, now it's time for us to sit down and talk about how we're feeling.
That's
and she'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's how my wife grew up, dude. That's how my wife grew up. And my wife was like, yeah, well, you're upset about this thing, so let's map out.
Right.
Like, why and I'm like, whoa,
let's trace back and then see
like,
how we can correct our actions.
She's like, your family never did that? I go, no.
It's so fucking bananas.
Yeah, no, they would just fucking yell and then go on opposite ends of the house, and that's what it was.
That's not what we did. Like we would yell, right, and then we'd have a 30-minute like cool down, and then we'd have to sit down and be like, "So when you said that thing, it made me feel this way."
Yeah,
and it's like, well, then in the future, I will work harder to not try and say things that like
you have to do that. You have to.
Oh, it creates an incredibly healthier dynamic.
Yes,
and that's like my wife was blown away when I tried to do this with her, and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it took so much time, but that's now what we do, and our marriage is happier for it.
For sure, same.
Yeah, it's not gonna be bright. Things are not looking good for me, guys.
It's all the lessons are right here, man. It's like so true. Like,
because my parents, I'm just hearing you guys because I want to just listen, and I unfortunately, fortunately, I didn't have that.
Yeah,
and I think obviously, my parents. It's weird because now I kind of turned the corner a little bit, and then I'll like just explain this a little bit. Where for a long time I knew like I didn't have that part of like in my family. Like my parents weren't great communicators in that way, where they'd be like, "Oh, let's sit down, let's map this out." It was none of that. Like it was like, "Oh, you left the fridge open." You know what I'm saying? Like it was the the response was
ruling by fear.
It was by fear. Yeah. So I was afraid of my pops. Because I was like, but it kept me out of trouble because I knew like I'd get like, but it was a different. So the tactics were like different.
Yeah.
But so he did by tough love, my pops. Yeah. But there was like, it was like how he responded, and like he just wasn't a great communicator. And then I tell him now he understands what he didn't do.
I will argue though,
but I have to forgive him
with that format of communication, that whole "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed" is decimating. Right? Like, because you're constantly communicating with your parents and you know where they're coming from, when you let them down, you truly understand where they're coming from, and it hurts. Yeah. So, like, I was saying, like, I wasn't afraid. I knew I wasn't going to get hit, but I think even if I was going to get hit, I probably would have still been doing what I'm doing. Just like, because it sucked whenever I got caught. Like whenever I really let him, but I just had that teenage energy of like, fuck you, you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Yeah, I mean,
and I spiraled out of control.
But see,
I was doing.
But you did that. But you did that in high school.
Yeah.
Yes. I did that in college, and then for the 5 years after college as like an adult professional.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I kind of
it's
got it. Well, so my senior year of high school, my parents found out I was dealing drugs, and that kind of all.
That's a tough one.
They're like, they were just like, Jack, you're out of control. Yeah. And I was like, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But see, like, here's the thing, though. That
Jack,
whole
you're doing psychedelics every weekend. Maybe you should relax. I was like, okay.
But but see, you respect them, though.
Yeah.
You don't fear them, you respect them.
Yeah.
Where you're
true.
instead of lies and secrecy, where you're kind of like ashamed of every little thing that you're doing, it's a much more open.
Like, I'm lying to them because if I told them what I was doing, they'd stop me.
Yeah.
You know, like that was the teenage lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to find, if you get a white, like when you go and you get a partner, you need to find someone that kind of balances that out.
Yeah.
You know, or if not, see, you're the one who's giving her something in that sense.
Right.
Because like, that's how my wife was to me. And I was like, oh, if I married someone just like me, it would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have solved any problems. We wouldn't have grown emotionally.
Constantly fighting, probably. Yeah.
Constant.
The whole deal. Yeah.
So that's the way, I think that's the way to go.
I honestly think, but the other thing too is like, you know, what I had to learn from my wife was she's like, she goes, sometimes I'm just mad, you know, and you just need to kind of fucking give me a moment. And it's like, I also understand, like, because I'll just be pissed. And I just have to go like, it's not you. I'm really mad right now. Just don't talk to me for fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you what's going on. Yeah.
I was really mad today.
Tell us about it.
I was really pissed today, dude. Like, not to segue off this,
go for it.
Family Feud therapy session that you guys fucking talking about. But, dude, I was at work today, bro, and my fucking assistant manager, this 25-year-old fucking assistant manager, threw away my ice cream, dude, without asking me. And then she was like, and then I was like, hey, where's my ice cream? And she's like, oh, I threw it away. I was like,
why? And she's like, well, you don't remember what you said yesterday? You gave it to like Amanda and she said she didn't want it. So like, and then I saw it, so I threw it away. I was like, yeah, that goes back to me now.
That still goes back to me.
Does it though?
It does.
It does.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
No.
You know what?
So you gave your ice cream.
Here's what it does. Is it muddies the waters?
Yeah.
Which requires a question.
It requires a question.
You know what I think specifically for ice cream too?
Yeah.
It's such a treat.
Yeah.
And it's so specific.
And you weren't in the mood for ice cream anymore, so you gave it to Amanda.
No. That's the thing. In her mind, she made that up to justify.
Wait, so you never gave it to Amanda?
I never gave it to her.
Oh.
Dude, sorry we cut you off. Fuck her.
Fuck her.
She threw away your ice cream for no reason.
And what's more frustrating is that she doubled down on it and tried to spin it, saying, no, you remember this is like.
She tried to gaslight you.
She gaslighted me. And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't
What kind of ice cream was
it.
No, that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, apologize. I'm just.
What kind of ice cream was it?
Chocolate from Cold Stone. Soft serve.
Oh.
Half a pint.
Oh,
Half
man.
a pint. Wow.
That's enough. That's enough where you're like, I'm making a mistake, but it's not so much that you're like, it ruins your day.
Dude, I almost went to People in Culture and reported her, dude.
I'm documenting that. Absolutely.
She threw away your food. It's not all right.
Put it in the report
Yeah.
that it was chocolate.
Dude, thank God
from
we have it on
fucking
camera.
Cold Stone.
What's the date? September 20th?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're making a log because if she keeps up this behavior, you're going to have to make a report.
Yeah, this needs to be
No,
documented.
she doesn't understand. But I saved her on another thing too.
Yeah.
So now it's like starting to add up, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just got like, cause because right now I was like, I really want that ice cream. And I was just pissed, you know? I don't know if you had younger bosses than you that think they know what the fuck they're doing.
No, I've never had a younger boss.
Yeah, it's like the worst, dude, because they usually have no experience with people and they're just like taking these positions.
I mean, I've had older bosses who think they know what they're talking about, which I think is kind of the same
I
thing.
respect that more.
Yeah, I mean, I see. But like when they,
I fucking hate.
I can see why you say
fucking
that.
hate.
Yeah,
an
but it's
older
like-
boomer who.
Yeah,
is,
dude, I'm a computer programmer. That's like a big component of my job is like I know how websites are made. I know infrastructure, like I know all that shit. And my job is to get them to do something. And they're like, actually, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, really? You don't think that's how? Well, by all means, let's go by the way you want it to do. Like, it drives me up a fucking.
Oh, but
wall,
they
dude.
don't take they don't go do it.
Dude, my favorite thing on the planet is telling one of our clients, like I have to check in with my boss first, but it's telling one of our clients, I can't do that. I love that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, sorry.
I know your world intimately.
Yeah.
I used to hire people like you, where it was just like,
oh, man.
And it's all like, how do you go about dropping the bomb on someone?
Dude, it's so wonderful. This guy was like, he made this request. He doesn't understand anything about computers, so he thinks it's a reasonable request, but it's not. It's just, it's completely out of scope of what they're paying us, all that, but he's pompous about it. And most of the time when that happens, I need to communicate in a certain way to like guide them to whatever it is they think they want. You know what I mean? But this was a moment where I was like, sorry, I'm not allowed to do that. That's out of scope. And just saying that, it's delicious.
Yeah.
The verbiage.
Because it's a corporate go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's a corporate
you know what I mean?
go. Yeah. It's a corporate go.
No, not doing that. Don't wanna. You know.
Love that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, I'm being reminded how like that. You know, you have to kind of, you got to know how to play the system.
Yeah.
And that's really there's people, a lot of people that know how to, like they're masters at it. Like they know how to. You know,
yeah, there's like
just,
it's corporate speak.
It's corporate
like
stuff.
I had this. Let me see if I can find this email here. But I've been talking to this person, and they've been driving me crazy because they're clearly, if my email is too long, they're clearly just not reading it, which is driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Like
TLDR.
Yeah, they've asked for something that's incredibly complicated. I don't think they understand how complicated it is. Let me see if I can find this. All right, where'd it go? Hold on.
Yeah, people, while he's looking for that too, if you're a computer programmer, a coder, someone that like builds out like apps or even like back end stuff, it's so complicated. Like if you go on like the Uber app, like the Uber Eats app,
first of all,
it's incredibly complicated to just even have one of those pages, let alone like
I know, dude.
drop down
I know
pages.
exactly, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. I got a B- in Q Basic, bro.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
Yeah, you know how it works. And like, but here's the thing: is like they'll ask, like, oh, I'm trying to walk this woman through just getting access to this website, right? Yeah. But there's some nuances that I need to discuss with her, and she's just not answering those questions. And so, like, this has been 3 weeks of my life, just her being slow on the email response and then not answering the question I'm asking because it's too. So I got to this point where I'm just going to read the first sentence where it's like, I responded to her, I go, I believe there is some confusion on my end, so I'll do my best to lay things out in detail for the sake of clarity.
First of all, let me stop you right there. First of all, I'm fucking not reading the rest of that email. Fuck you. The way she said that first two lines, dude.
That was him. I wrote this. This is what I wrote.
Damn it.
But that's okay.
I want her to be that. I want her to be that.
Because here's the thing: is that's corporate for. Listen here, you dumb fucking idiot.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, because I had to lay out everything. Because like it's just constantly her ignoring what I'm asking. Essentially, I don't know. Maybe you really have now that I got your opinion. Maybe I'm in the wrong.
You really have to be on like a Succession level of like mind games. You just saw that guy. He just understood what C2C. You thought this was a commerce website? I
just didn't care.
You thought it was an e-commerce website?
It's just like C2C. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
It went in my ear, and I never thought of it again until you just said cut to, and I was like,
that's amazing.
Oh, that does make sense. By the way, that's a great name for a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's all the foo-foo.
Oh, that's funny.
This is good. This is good, man.
Yeah, man, this was a blast.
This is good.
Yeah.
Where we at, Nick?
It's all right.
Yeah, yeah.
I had fun.
Minute 42. Hour 42, sorry. I only recorded a fucking minute
we just
of
wanted
it.
2 hours of warm-up before you guys really got into it.
I just have an hour and a half of you saying foo-foo over and over again.
How long do you guys normally record for?
Hour.
Hour.
Okay.
Hour. You know, when I have guests on, maybe pushing like another 20.
Yeah, this is fun.
You know, it was rolling.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just wanted to get you in it because I, like, you're just funny as hell. And I always we always have good stuff, good banter.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Wanted you to bring you to the studio. Thanks for being. We haven't had many guests on the podcast,
dude. Well, thank you for having me, man. This was fun.
Yeah, man. So, what's your plugs? What's your plugs?
Oh, just
show us plugs. Yeah.
Honestly, just follow me on Jack Hall Comedy on Instagram. I'm about to drop like a couple shows and show announcements and stuff. So yeah.
Jack Hall on Instagram.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jack Hall Comedy.
Yes, guys. Give him a follow, guys. Yo. Peace.